Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is EverQuest P99. And today we're on the green server on the level 5 Shadowknight, but I'm going to be talking about something in this video that I don't know if anybody's ever talked about before, and I don't know if it's going to make for a good video or not, but I'm going to see. We'll see. I've already tried once today, and that's part of the problem. What I want to go over, basically, is why it's so hard to make content for P99. And I've talked about this with Classic EverQuest, um, just how hard it is sometimes to make content for this game. So I'm going to be running around on my Shadowknight. You guys can, I don't know what I was doing here, but let's go fight some stuff and just, I'll shoot the stuff with you and see what I end up saying. I think I'm gonna end up name dropping some people, not in a bad way, like a good way, but yeah, dude. Sometimes it's hard. Like I got on here today, and I got on my enchanter. My enchanter was in Kazakh and I showed you the alligator camp there on my enchanter, and that was pretty cool, I thought. But I don't know. Oh, by the way, I turned up the gamma. I'm hoping that helps. I don't know if it will or not, but I turned the gamma up pretty good. So I'm hoping that helps with the visuals on this. Let's see what time it is. 5 p.m., so it's about to get dark. Great. Yeah, it's hard to make content for this game, man. Like, first of all, okay, so I got on, like, I can't do bouncers, People are doing those. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wish I had wrote down some, like, bullet points, but I'm gonna just shoot from the hip here, and hopefully it goes well. Yeah, I got on the game today, and I was gonna play my enchanter, and I was gonna call it like crashing out on the enchanter. I was in Kazakh I was gonna try to like make my way to the throne room and just see how far I could get in the throne room by like charm fighting and stuff like that, which would have been like an okay video. Kind of, I know it wasn't like. We're gonna be talking about views and other channels and stuff here, so some of y'all that might be cringy, you might just want to see like somebody fighting in a group or doing a dad camp or talking about the game, but this is gonna be more about YouTube than the game. Well, kind of the game and YouTube. It's just you don't see people like hanging around that much anymore, do you? Like, I know more creators that don't create anymore than I do that are still doing it for real. And I got on the game and I died twice basically. There was somebody there. They knew about the channel. First thing they said is, "Hi, I'm on YouTube," and shout out to that person. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like I feel like an idiot. I'm on there. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm probably gonna die. And then you got a person like following you around, yelling about YouTube and stuff. And I don't know. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. I'm glad that people know who I am, and I got a following on YouTube and stuff. But it's like kind of embarrassing. Like I don't know what I'm doing yet. Like I'm kind of figuring it out right now. We're not really recording yet, and I'm just like flailing around trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the day. And then you got people like following you around. And anyway, that's like one problem, I guess. It's just like once you make a video, people are gonna know. Hopefully, it's a good problem to have, but it's not even that bad of a problem. I'm just saying it's like one of the things you do have to deal with. Whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing, people are going to know it's you. Sometimes people won't like you, so they'll chase you around. They'll train you on purpose. They'll yell out stupid stuff in the chat and stuff like that. And some people, love your channel and they want to like give you buffs and give you stuff and fight with you, and both things have their problems, right? I don't want to be like given tons of stuff and tons of buffs and then it like makes it artificial, kind of like the game isn't as hard. You're not like representing the game as you normally would. Like if you're going to play like a normal person, like that's what I'm trying to show, is like playing as a normal person pretty much, because I don't want people to think, yeah, well, he got all that stuff from those people and he got all those buffs from those people, and like I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm not going to be on YouTube with. So I would rather like people think they can do what I'm doing, like I'm showing you things that you can do too. And so it's a problem either way. Either people love you or they hate you, and if they love you, it's kind of a problem. If they hate you, it's kind of a problem. But that's just one of the things. Then just I was in Kazakh. I had already showed the gator camp there, and I'm not going to show it again. So that's one of the main problems with trying to do content for P99 on YouTube is it isn't like conducive to the way you actually play the game. Like on YouTube, people want to see different things for every video. They don't want to see like the Gators 4 videos in a row. And they don't want to see like the Kelethan guards like 5 videos in a row. And they don't want to see the Felwith guards like 10 videos in a row. You know, they don't want to see the frontier mountains giants when you're trying to get from like 55 to 60, but it's like the easiest camp, the best camp. That's where you should be to get experience to try to get to 60, but people don't want to see that over and over and over and over. They'll watch it one time, but they're not going to watch you do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So you got to pretty much like find different camps every time. Every time you're going to make a video. And it's kind of difficult. It's difficult. And then in the back of your head, you're like, has somebody already done this one? Like and you gotta like not, you gotta shut that stuff down because this game's been out for 20 years. Every camp, every mob, every dad camp, every freaking thing in the game has been shown before, most likely. So, but still in the back of your head as a creator, you don't want to be showing things that somebody just did last week on YouTube. Like if somebody just did, I'm just gonna pick something random. I got guards because we were just there. If somebody else just did I got guards on an enchanter or a necro last week, and you're subscribed to both people, and then you see the other guy doing I got guards the very next week on their necro or enchanter or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Like this is a hypothetical situation because I've never done I got guards yet, but we don't know this. Like we might even not even know the other person that's making videos, but you might be subscribed to both of them. And lots of people might be subscribed to both of them. And then this one person's doing the I got guards one week, and then the other guy's doing them the next week. And then you're like thinking they're copying each other or something, but they're really not. And then that's in the back of your head every single time you do a video. You're like, dude, I just hope somebody didn't do this like last week on the same class at the same camp. Like, because I don't know. And because it's just something that you think about when you're making videos. I want to kill a Tad. I don't think I do, but let's kill something. Yeah, die. So there's that. Every time you get on, it takes a lot of pre-planning. You get on the game, and you're trying to make a video, and most of the time you're not like planning ahead, but you kind of have to. You kind of have to. And if you don't, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm at my enchanter in Khazak-Thul, so if I was gonna make a video on my enchanter, I would have to find a camp that I didn't just do, make sure it works, make sure there's no one there first of all, then make sure it works, and then get going on it, and then make sure it's something decent that other people would want to do and stuff that other people would want to see, and then once I'm going and everything, I could start recording and maybe make a video out of it. And it just takes a lot of time. A lot of time, no matter how you do it. You could think ahead and be knowing what you're going to do, and that still won't help you because people could just be there, the camp could be camped, you could get there, and then it's just not what you thought it was, and then you have to go find something else. And you know how this game is, man. Like, the next camp that would be viable for your level range might be, like, across the world, or, like, 4 zones over, and then you run 4 zones over, or you wait and you get a teleport or whatever, and you get to that other camp, and then that one's camped, or it doesn't work out, or whatever. So it's pretty difficult, man, to make content for this game. If you're on the same character, it's just not, it's hard. Because you're going to be at the same place a lot. Like, let's say on my shaman, I go to Karnor's castle, right? And I make a video. And I do right courtyard, left courtyard, whatever. And I have a good time. It goes really well. I make a bunch of experience. But, like, when I play the next day or the next week, and I want to keep that momentum going, like, I know, like, as a player, I just did that. It was awesome. I should probably do that again. It went really well. This is what I should be doing. But I can't make a video out of it because I just did it last week. Unless I go to a different camp, so you could do like left courtyard, then right courtyard, but if you do that back to back, people aren't going to love it that much. Like, it's going to be okay, but then, let's say the next day or the next week, you're still there. It takes a long time to level. It takes a long time to like get into a group. It takes a long time to get going and everything. So when something's working, you want to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And that just doesn't work on YouTube. You can't do the same camp over and over and over and over and over, even though that's what you would be doing if you're playing the game properly. If I find a dad camp on my necro, like let's say Nizzle in Butcher Block, and it's working, and I'm getting experience, and it's safe, and I never die, and I show it. I show it on YouTube. Here's Nizzle, and I'm doing well. The next week, or the next day, or however you do videos, that's where my necro would still be most likely because it's going well. I'm making progress. I'm not dying. It's either that or I have to seek out something else that's not working as well, or that I haven't shown before, or I'm just poking around looking for stuff to try to show you something that you guys have never seen before. And it's not easy because that's not how you would really play the game. Just think of people that have made content before. Just think, there's two different ways to do. I think there's like 2 or 3 different ways to make videos for this game. You can live stream, which has its own pitfalls, right? If you're live streaming, like that would be like that would be super hard. I don't even know how people do it, how they live stream. And there are people out there that live stream. Like shout out to El Jefe and I don't know if he live streams anymore. I haven't watched him in a while, but if he does, you should go check him out because he does make it as interesting as possible. But live streaming, imagine that. You'd either have to like get on the game, get into a group, make sure everything's going well, and then start up your stream, which means you would have to like take time out of your group. Like, hey, hold on a second, I gotta set up OBS, I gotta hit record, I gotta get going here, I gotta say hi to the chat, I gotta, that would take time. Or you just fire it up like, hey, I'm gonna live stream every Wednesday, so no matter what's going on, I'm just gonna be live streaming. And then you could live stream, start your live stream up, and then just nothing happens. It takes you forever to find a group. Stuff falls apart. You die. Stuff isn't working. You can't find a healer. You can't find a teleport. You could get onto the game, and it could take an hour or two just to get going and find a camp. And are people going to be, like, interested in that part where you're just kind of, like, sitting there in the tunnel trying to figure out what you're doing? 'Cause that could take a while. So your whole stream could be you just trying to figure out what you're doing. And then once you get going, that stream better be pretty long, because once you get going, it's going to be another few hours. So a lot of it's going to be boring, basically. And then it's hard to chat while you're playing this game. It's hard to then chat live with the chat. So then the chat's going to feel ignored. Or there's going to be a lot of downtime. Maybe that's when you chat. But by the time you get around to like chatting with the people, they ask their question like 15 minutes ago, and now you have time because you're meditating, but maybe they left. They're like, oh, screw this, he's not answering my my comments. So it's hard to like interact with the comments while you're live streaming P99 because you got to keep your head on a swivel at all times. So it's hard to look over at a chat, and I'm sure there's some people that do it out there. There's many examples, but it seems hard to me. Like if I went live right now, I would feel like this wasn't interesting enough to be a live stream. Is these mystics blue, maybe? Ooh, he's white? That's crazy. I got harm touch up? No. Dang, these mystics are white? Maybe I shouldn't be over here. It's like everything's green or white right now. I'm not finding any experience. Alright, we got a lesser scrab. Let's kill it. Bang! So, live streaming. Not something I think I could do, because it would take probably at least 5 hours to get a good live stream in. And then half of that would be like boring, sitting around and trying to figure out what you're doing. So the main problems, like I said, just finding a different camp to show how it isn't the way you actually play the game when you make videos. Because if you're going to do it the way you actually play the game, then you're going to do the same camp over and over and over and over and over because it worked. Like, hey guys, look at this camp. Everything went well. Everything worked out. This is why I'm showing it to you on YouTube. Hey guys, here I am again at the same camp because it worked last time. But are you going to watch it again? Hey guys, here we are at the same camp. Are you going to watch it again? And even just this, like out here on a low level, you're going to be doing kind of the same thing. You're going to be killing lizards. You're going to be in the same starting zone for a while. It's going to be back to back to back. Then you're going to like lose motivation because the views aren't going to be there. But what else are you going to do? So there's like two ways to make videos. You either, like I said, live stream was one of them, but I already told you the reasons that's hard. To entertain people and to be able to read the chat while keeping your head on a swivel, while making it entertaining when it isn't sometimes. And I don't know how people do it for real. I've tried it before, and I've probably only streamed this game like 2 or 3 times. Because what if you like just die, and then what if nothing happens? You just get on live, and just everything goes wrong, and like you just get frustrated, and then what? You just end your stream, or what? You go to a different character, or what do you do at that point? Because that happens a lot. Like today, it happened with my enchanter. My enchanter died twice in Kazakh Thul because I was trying to crash out on video and get you guys a stream, but then there was a dude following me around, so I don't know. Yeah, I got experience. Yay. Um, or you can do it like I'm doing it, like one video a week, which gives you time to think about it, but you kind of have to. It's hard to play just once a week. This game is like one of those games where you got to play it every day to keep your skills sharp. Um, so playing it once a week is like pretty much the bare minimum. So that's why you always see me. I have crappy equipment, first of all. I'm not playing that much, second of all. Even though I love this game, it just takes so long. And then to find a camp to show you, all that business. So think about people like Digital Wasteland Gaming, or Ion Blaze, or some of the people that get like tons of views on their videos. They get tons of views on their videos, but they only put out like one video a month. So it's really hard to be one of those guys too, because, I mean, you're getting a lot of views, but it takes so long to make a video. Like, you record a bunch of footage over a month, you edit, you make it all flashy, and then people do watch it, because you took the time and effort to edit and get all kinds of footage over a month, but then you're only putting out one video a month, or whatever it may be. And that's not really, it's almost the bare minimum to like serve a YouTube channel is like once a month. And then they end up quitting anyway. Like those type of people end up quitting anyway because it's really not something they only do once a month. And if they don't, they're not like collecting the footage, if they're not playing the game, if they're not like wanting to make a video, is it really worth it to get 6,000, 10,000 views on one video a month? Where you're having to play the game quite a bit just to collect the footage, you're having to edit quite a bit just to get a good video out. Um, you know, it takes a lot of time and effort just to put that one video out, just to get the 5,000 to 10,000 views or whatever it may be. So you'll see people out there with like some successful videos. They put thought into it, they edit, they get a lot of footage, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's not like they're getting 100,000 views a month. They're getting like 10,000 a month, which just isn't something that people would keep doing it. Like something that takes all month, working at least every other day on it. I don't know that that's why they don't, like Digital Wasteland Gaming, no longer making videos. Like Iron Blaze, kind of. And they both make awesome videos. I'm not shading them. I'm just trying to explain like how it's difficult to do what they're doing. It's that you're like, most of the time in making the video, you're not even making the video. You're gathering footage, you're editing. I guess you're making the video, but you know what I mean. Like, it takes a lot of time just to put out that one video a month. And then eventually the well runs dry, you run out of ideas, or you get frustrated, and you're thinking about in the grand scheme of things, I'm only getting like 10,000 views a month, I'm only putting out one video a month, like, am I going to keep doing this? Am I going to keep doing all this work for this one video a month? Or, like, they run out of steam, they don't, one month they don't collect footage, or they miss a few days, or they miss a week, or they take a week off, or they take 2 weeks off. And then, like, by the time they're supposed to have a video out, they don't put one out. And then, like, it's been 2 months since they put a video out. It's easy to quit that way when you only do, like, one video a month. It's easy to quit because it's easy to, like, if you're making videos every day, you could just, like, miss a day and then do it the next day, and it wouldn't really feel like anything. But if you're making one a month and you're not on top of things, it can snowball quickly to where you're not making videos anymore. So with Digital Wasteland Gaming, for example, he was leveling his shaman. Things were getting tougher and tougher and tougher. At first it was easy. You know, everybody was helping him, and it was easy at first. Eventually he got to a higher level. Stuff was getting harder. They were dying. The views were there, but it was only like one video a month. I'm sure, you know, they just haven't been back ever since. They ended up quitting. I am Blaze, having a child, having a life, can't do as much work on it. You know, puts out great videos, but hasn't been as much lately. And then you got people like AC Gamer. He was just putting, you can do that too. You can just like spew, like just whatever you're doing, just record it. Who cares? Like, I don't care if I'm doing the same camp every day. I'm just going to record it, and I'm just going to put it out, and I don't care. That's the other side of the coin, where you just put out videos like every day, and who cares what you're doing, just put it out. You're playing with your buddies again, you're doing the same camp, just put it out. You're doing the same camp again the next day, just put it out. Oh, we finally found somewhere else to go? Okay, we'll put that out. Oh, we're doing it again? Put it out. We're going back to the place we were before? Put it out. Like, they just put everything out, but then that only gets like 100 views, 200 views. People aren't as interested in it. But yeah, I mean, the main thing for me is just finding a new thing to show you. And then even if I do, in the back of my head, I'm like, people probably have seen this before. Or you get on the game and you just die, or stuff just doesn't go the way you want it to. You only got so much time to make a video. I don't know. It's difficult, man. One idea I had was make like 7 different characters and then do one each day. Like, Monday would be the Shadowknight, Tuesday would be the enchanter, Wednesday would be the necro. Like, I don't have time for that right now because I'm playing Gems of War and stuff. What's cool about Gems of War is they put something new out every week. Like, there's a new troop. There's like new event. It's a new kingdom. Like, every week people need to watch because they need teams. There's new stuff. They want to hear what you think about the new stuff. I should probably be looting because I can do some quests with this stuff. But it's way easier on that game to make videos. The only problem with that game is there's so many people doing it that that's what's difficult about it, is like how many people are doing it. Like the same thing. So you could watch one guy's video and probably get everything you need, and then you're not going to watch the other guy's video type of stuff. That doesn't really happen on here because most people are playing like different classes, doing different camps and whatnot. But over on Gems of War, man, it's hard because you could see the same team and the same thoughts and the same troop, and it's the same event, and then like 3 channels are all doing the same thing, so you got to pick one, and then the other 2 don't get the views. And whoever's like flashier and puts fart noises and words on the screen, they're the ones that get the views, even if they're not right about anything. Like, they just got to put some fart noises and words on the screen, and you'll get some views. But man, it's hard. It's hard on here. It's hard out here. Game's frustrating. Game's hard. The way that you play the game isn't great for YouTube content. Like, everything's been shown before. You gotta like really plan ahead. It takes a lot of time. You gotta plan ahead, big time. And then even your plans, when you get on the game, your plans could all go to crap. So you gotta have like a plan B and a plan C. You gotta have like at least 3 different ideas before you even log in. And you go check your first idea, and it's not gonna work. And then you go check your second idea. What if all 3 of them don't work? And then you're just frustrated, and then you don't make a video. It's like easy to get frustrated making content for this game. Let's think about somebody else, like Virik, my buddy. Like, he was making videos. I think he probably ran into the same problems as me. Like, couldn't find... Yeah, he's playing a character. He would put out a video on a camp. Probably that's been shown before, but, you know, it hasn't been shown on his channel before. Get some views on that one. But then it's working so well, it's like you want to keep doing it, because that's how you play this game. So then you put out another video on the same camp and get less views. But it's going well on your character. It's like you got to either like try to do YouTube well, or you got to try to do the game well. Like, there's no way to do both. So either like you're playing this game to make videos, and you're sacrificing like getting experience and playing the game the way you're supposed to play it just to make videos, or you're playing the game properly and putting out boring videos because people have seen everything. You've shown this before. So, man, I don't know if this is a good video or not. See how I'm having trouble just making this one? So my last couple videos I did like I ranked all the classes, I ranked all the races, and that's something I didn't really even think about before I did it. I just fired it up, I did it, bang, That was it. And some, you know, they blew up. Like, for me, at least. I know, like, not for most people, but for me, it was, like, happy to see the views and stuff, that everything went well with the race and the class video. But then I put the top 5 guard camp video out, which is along the same lines, and it kind of pooped on itself. So, I don't know. Like, the way we get, how we feel successful here is, like, by getting views, people liking the videos, leaving comments, even being recognized in the game is cool. All those things are cool. So, if you want to help us out, man, you got to watch them. You got to, like, share them out. You got to hit like. All that good stuff, because it's hard out here. It's hard. That's the only way I could think. I come up with some decent ideas sometimes, but they take a lot of time. Like, if I was going to go do... Like, on my enchanter, I had an idea. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do Agok guards. I think... First of all, you have to look them up, make sure they're the right level. Second of all, your character has to be, like, somewhere at least close by to it, or you got to find a way to get there. Third of all, once you get there, is the camp open or not? Fourth of all, you start doing the camp. Can I do this camp? Is it working? Is this going to be good for a video? Or am I dying, or am I getting no experience, or is it just too hard and it's not worth it? Like, by the time you figure that out, you've already been trying to make a video for like 2 hours. And then if it doesn't work out, you just wasted 2 hours, and then you got to do the process all over again. Okay, now maybe I will I had another idea. I'll go to the Wrath Mountains and I'll fight hill giants with my enchanter. I'll try that. I run all the way to Wrath Mountains now. I'm not on video yet. I'm just like running over there to see if it's open. I see that I get there finally. Maybe I take a wrong turn, and then but then I get there, and it takes me like 30 minutes to finally get to the spot. I get to the spot, it's over camped. There's nothing. I try to make a video, but I just can't even get one hill giant. When I really want to get like 2 of them and have them fight each other or whatever, or maybe have one thing fight a hill giant or something. But it's just like over camped. And now that idea's screwed, and I can't make that video. Because everybody's there, it's a crazy free-for-all, and you just don't get a video out of it. So now you've wasted like 3-4 hours, and you have nothing. You have nothing, and you've probably died. You're probably negative. You're probably really negative at that point. Probably died somewhere along the way. Why are all these corpses here? That's kind of scaring me. Must be like a druid or something. I like these jungle spiders, though. Seem to be a lot of them by this place. And then always in the back of your head is like, did somebody just do this last week? Like, somebody could have done hill giants the day before you on the same class. And then people aren't going to watch it. Even if you get a video, finally. Like, you go all the way to the hill giants, and it works, and everything works perfectly. And you know, you already wasted all your time trying the Agok guards, and for some reason it was camped or it didn't work or whatever. You spent like 2-3 hours trying to make that work. You run all the way over to the hill giants. Let's say it does work. Everything goes fine. You make a video out of the hill giants. You put the video out, but you don't know that somebody else just put one out. Like 5 days ago, same class, same spot, doing the same exact thing. Everybody just watched that. They're not going to watch yours now. So now you get no views. So really, my only idea for real is like to do a different character every day. And that way I know what I'm doing. Like, okay, Monday I'm doing Necro, Tuesday, then I can plan ahead a little bit. Like, what am I going to do on my Necro on Monday? You really got to think about it a lot. It takes a lot of time and effort to make videos for this game. Even if you're not doing like the flashy editing and the words on the screen and the fart noises and all that stuff, using other people's footage or whatever. Like, even if you're not doing that, it takes a lot of time. Because you got to figure out what you're going to do, and then it has to work. And you're going to try several things beforehand that don't work. Or you got to think about it every day and plan ahead. And, like, I don't know, gather footage day by day. Like, it takes way longer than you would think to make one video. It probably takes... Sometimes it could take up to 6 to 8 hours. Like, I remember on my Necro in the Tower of Frozen Shadow, like, I got to a certain point in the tower in the last video, and I want to show you stuff going forward from that point in the next video, because I don't want to retread old ground. I don't want to show you, like, the same thing again. So I have to make it back to that spot before I can start recording. So I have to, like, get a key to open a door. Like, we had already, like, let's say in the last video, we got the key, we opened the door, We went into a place. We got the thing to spawn for the next key. But we didn't kill it because something happened. The video ended. Right? So in the next one, I gotta go through the same door, find the same guy, kill the same guy again. Now I can fire up my video and like, okay, here we are again. I killed the guy again. I got the key. Now we can go through the other door that we haven't seen yet. But I have to do all this other stuff before I even start the video to get back to where we were. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work beforehand just to make something that people are going to actually want to watch, you know? You can just poop out whatever you want every day and not get views. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what else I want to say about it. Like Vieric has quit. You know, Digital Wasteland Gaming has quit. A lot of people. It's an old game. It's an old game. I know people say that. There's a ceiling to this thing. It's an old game. It's never gonna get like tons and tons of views or be something you can eat off of or anything like that. It's really fun and I love it. It's just hard to make videos for. Like, I never know what I'm gonna do. And it's hard to plan ahead because it's not the only thing I have to think about. If it's the only thing I had to think about in the only game I was playing, it would be much easier. But it's not. So it's pretty hard. I guess that's the thing. If you're going to make content for this game, it has to be like the only game you're playing every day. And then you can like, out of these 7 days, I'm going to find one thing that would make a good video. And then you can put out of it one video a week if you play the game 7 days a week. You know? And then you would probably be okay. But then you're just putting out one video a week on one game, and that just, then you'll be disappointed in your YouTube channel, and then you just won't keep going. It's just like super hard. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Pretty crappy video today. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I got on my enchanter. I died twice. People are following me around. I was trying to make something happen there. I haven't been playing as much. Not that I don't want to, but I am moving soon. I am wrapping up a new account playthrough on my Gems of War account, so it'll get better soon. I need to be playing this game every day to really make you guys good videos. And it just hasn't been happening. I haven't been playing the game every day. I haven't really even played the game at all in the last like few weeks or so. So, you know, it's hard to think of a good video to do for you. And the only thing I thought of was something like this. I had some other idea. I had like another idea. I got guards. Well, I was going to do, like, my favorite dungeons or something, but I was afraid that would go, like, the guard videos. And then you get trigger shy. That's the other thing. You do a video that you thought was a good idea, and then it doesn't get the views, and then you get trigger shy on your next idea. You're like, I got an idea, let's do this. But remember that last idea I had where, you know, nobody really watched it? I'm not going to do that. You know, like, I thought, hey, maybe I'll do my 5 favorite dungeons or something. And I'm trying to think, like, how would I do that? Would I, like, take characters to each dungeon, or would I just, like, look at the wiki and, like, show the maps, or how would I make that? How would I make that video? And I started to think about it, but then I was like, you remember that top 5 guard video that barely got any views? It sounds way too similar to that. It's probably not going to get any views. Then you get, like, trigger shy, and you don't want to even try your idea because of the last one. The last one didn't get them. But then, like, just like the ranking the classes video, that worked. So then the next week I tried ranking the races. And see how it goes? If something works, you do it again. If something doesn't work, you get trigger shy, and you don't want to try it again. Even though maybe it's the right thing to do. Maybe that would have been a good idea, but now I'm trigger shy because I didn't get very many views on the last one. I don't know, just venting today, just venting. It's hard to make content for this game. You get on the game, you don't even know what you're doing. And then even if you do know what you're doing, you could go try it and it just doesn't work out. Everything takes so much time. Stuff could be camped. Yeah. You could just die and get frustrated and then go back and die again and get frustrated and just not even want to make a video. Your corpse could get lost and then you're like, what do I do now? But I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, what's your ideas for this game? The only thing I got is different characters on different days, and then I would have something different to do every day, but I'd still have to think ahead, because I would have to know what I'm going to do with each character on each day. So, like, what am I doing next Wednesday for a video? I could keep doing Exploring Valius. Like, I thought that's a decent idea, because I have, like, something no one's ever done before that I know what I'm doing, and it can't be camped, and I'm probably not going to die. But once again, it's never going to get, like, thousands and thousands of views. Like, it's a solid video that might get up to 500, 600 views, maybe. If I show the right thing. If I show, like, a dungeon that people haven't seen too deep in or something. If I just do Thurgoden, obviously it's not going to get that many, because everybody's been there, everybody's seen it, but it's part of the series. You know, I'm exploring Valius. I can't leave a zone out. So some of them are going to be duds. So exploring Kunark, exploring Valius. Like, I try to come up with ideas that you guys haven't seen before. And I could have done that today. I could have got on my necromancer. But then I'm thinking, like, I should probably be doing Crystal Caverns. I should probably be going back to Tower of Frozen Shadow. And all of that in my head is like, dude, that's going to take so much time. If I go to Crystal Caverns, that dungeon is probably pretty big. It's probably at least a little bit dangerous. And I kind of, like, psych myself out. Because I could probably go there and make a decent video. It probably wouldn't take super long. But just think about Tower of Frozen Shadow. If I went back there, I would have to go all the way back to, like, the 6th floor. Fight the boss again that killed me. And it might go well. It might not go well. I have to get the key again. All that would take so much time. Is this thing something come on. Yeah, blue. Then there's my shaman. My shaman was in the Dreadlands. I'd done, like, everything you can do there. I did the skeletons. I fought with people, like, kiting stuff outside of Carnors. I was in Carnors doing grouping. I've done, like, everything I could do over there. I'd have to go find something else. And then my shaman's not, like, as easy. My necro's easy. Like, my necro can kill pretty much anything, so. But with the shaman, it's like sometimes it doesn't work out. But yeah, I better get off here. This is going to be like a super long video of nothing. And I just wanted to check in with y'all, get y'all a video. If you didn't like what I was saying, maybe at least like the big old Shadowknight running around and whatnot. But let me know what you think in the comments. It's just hard, man. That's why sometimes some videos are bangers, some aren't. Sometimes it's something you've probably seen before. Maybe sometimes it isn't. My goal is to show you stuff that you haven't seen before, like dad camps. Or to do like a series of videos like exploring Kunark or exploring Valius that maybe you haven't seen before, like exactly. I'm sure people have shown stuff before, but not in that like way. The starting a series, like I'm always trying to come up with something new for this old game. And it gets hard. And some days I get on here and I don't know what to do. And this is one of those days. So, hopefully this came out okay. I'm sure I repeated myself 50,000 times. People haven't even made it to the end. But if you made it to the end, put Dookie Stain in the comments. And I'll do better next week. I'll try to think ahead. Like, I didn't think ahead enough this week. I'll try to start thinking and working on a video for next week, like, soon, instead of waiting to the last second. I just got so much going on right now with moving, packing up. You know, I just had my birthday the other day. I had to do my license, like, playing the other game. I'm playing 2 accounts on the other game, Gems of War, and that's wrapping up this week, so that'll make everything a little bit better, too. So, in about, like, by 2025, we should be going cruising on this game again, like, making good videos at least once a week, hopefully more. So, just hang in there with me, and things will get better. So, I don't know. I don't know if I said everything I wanted to say. Let me, like, think about it for a minute. I'll pause. Yeah, I think that's it. Quite a banger. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, hopefully with something better. But hey, if you liked it, put it in the comments. Peace out.